The number of producers has doubled, and as our environment correspondent Richard Sadler reports, that's good news for wildlife at home and abroad.
95% of charcoal sold in garages and garden centres in Britain comes from Brazil and other tropical countries where it's often produced in appalling conditions. The damage caused by imports of mahogany for timber has been well publicised. What's less well appreciated is that British consumers of charcoal are also helping to destroy Brazilian rainforests and mangrove swamps in Southeast Asia. The irony is that Britain has been making its own charcoal for more than 1,000 years. The industry has been in slow decline for the past century, and a few years ago it had almost died out. But now Yorkshire charcoal makers are leading a revival.
I'm very optimistic. This is a traditional method of woodland management, and charcoal is one of the products of that woodland management. And in the last 12-18 months, the numbers of charcoal burners in particular have more than doubled.
Unlike charcoal from tropical countries, traditional woodland management associated with British charcoal production actually helps wildlife by allowing in more light between the trees.
These are effectively the forests on our doorstep, and as we campaign for things like tropical rainforests, we should also care for our oak bluebell woods. If you simply abandon a woodland, a lot of the wildlife goes. The wonderful thing about this is it's economically sustainable, it helps local people get a job, it's producing a homegrown, environmentally friendly product, and it's benefiting the wildlife at the same time, so it has to be a good thing.
Sales of home-produced charcoal have been given a boost by a chain of DIY retailers who recently announced they would sell only local charcoal at 20 selected stores, including this one at Sheffield.
B&Q is a business. It is its role to make a profit. But it's very important that we do that in a responsible way. It is my role at B&Q to ensure that all the products we sell have a minimal environmental impact. And the local charcoal project is an example where the actual product helps the environment, and that's why it's exactly the right thing for us to do.
As well as being good for conservation, all the experts agree that home-produced charcoal also burns better than the imported variety. There are now more than 300 charcoal makers in Britain, and the future looks bright.
Richard Sadler reporting.
Time for the weather forecast now. Paul Hudson joined us.
Yes, well, it looks fairly bright for tomorrow. We've got some brightness at the moment, you can see.